Good day, I am Kyla Marquez and I'm here to discuss about the advertisement of an essential product during this pandemic, and I will be discussing about the Philippine Red Cross. Philippine Red Cross has been helping and saving millions of Filipinos since it was established in 1947. The purpose of PRC is to cooperate with public authorities in the prevention of disease, promotion of health, and mitigation of human suffering through programs administered by the PRC, to organize emergency relief operations and other such services to aid the sick and wounded of the armed forces in time of the armed conflict, to perform all duties devolving upon the PRC as a result of the adherence of the Republic of the Philippines to the Geneva Convention, to act in matters of voluntary relief and of communication between the Republic of the Philippines and their armed forces and between other countries, their government and people, and the armed forces of the Republic of the Philippines, to establish and maintain a system of national and international relief in times of calamities, to devise and promote services as may be found desirable in improving the health, safety, and welfare of the people, and to devise such means to make every citizen and the resident of the Philippines a member of Philippine Red Cross. The PRC provides 6 major services: National Blood Services, Disaster Management Services, Safety Services, Health Services, Welfare Services, and Red Cross Youth. All of them embody the fundamental principles of the International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement: humanity, impartiality, neutrality, independence, voluntary service, unity, and universality. These values guide and inspire all Red Cross staff and volunteers, to whom being a Red Crosser is more than just a philosophy but a way of life. And the next reporter will be Lyca, Sheen, Aguillon.
How have the campaigns, projects, and strategies of essential services such as Philippine Red Cross changed and adapted during the pandemic? Cite or provide examples. To better understand the changes of Philippine Red Cross in terms of their campaigns, projects, and strategies, we compare their activities before and during pandemic. Before the pandemic hit the country, Philippine Red Cross had been around helping and saving lives of millions of Filipinos. They had several campaigns concerning different problems that our country had. Since there were polio outbreak in 2019, Philippine Red Cross made it their top priority to alleviate this virus once again. So they collaborated with the local government units to vaccinate children all over the country. Another dilemma that struck the Philippines was the multiple earthquakes in Luzon and Mindanao. In order for them to raise funds, they had fundraising activities, and 2 of them are marathon and a bazaar. The marathon is named Million Volunteer Run 5, and bazaar called PRC's Annual Charity Bazaar. During this time, Philippine Red Cross didn't have much problem in performing, implementing, and helping other people because there were no big health threats. They can easily go to different places. They can easily go to talk, collaborate, and communicate with different people and raise funds without worrying of contracting a transmittable disease. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, which is now, Philippine Red Cross shifted their focus in helping to stop spreading or lessen the spread of the virus, nursing the infected patients, and other consequences that the virus brought upon the country. One of their main projects was molecular laboratories, and these laboratories are served as testing samples and can also be COVID testing center. They put a lot of efforts and allocate more funds in developing a saliva pilot testing, which is less expensive and faster compared to nose and throat swabbing. They also facilitate and had campaign regarding the donation of plasma from recovered patients, because this plasma contains antibodies of the virus that can help other patients too. They are not only concerned with our physical health but also our mental health. They partnered with UNICEF to have hotlines where professionals answer phone calls from people who are seeking help concerning their mental health, and also other problems such as domestic violence. They gave a lot of their attention and allocated funds to the effects of the virus that brought upon us. Given that people are required to stay at home, Philippine Red Cross had a problem in number of volunteers, so they have to persuade and convince people through online, which is social media and website, to that their help are needed and that they are following health and safety protocol to ensure the well-being of the volunteer. It became harder for Philippine Red Cross to inform and educate, so they use Facebook as their main media to disseminate information that may help a lot of people. Since the virus is easily transmittable, the Philippine Red Cross had encountered problems performing and doing their campaigns and projects. They have to use other methods such as using social media and their website to inform, educate, raise funds, and raise awareness to the virus. It is their way to adapt to the changes that the virus brought, to be able to continue helping and informing Filipinos. What is the big idea or advertising message? The big idea or advertising message of Philippine Red Cross is to give aid and help to millions of Filipinos during difficult time and situation while abiding to health and safety protocols, lending a helping hand to people in need, and continue serving Philippines in many ways possible. How did they execute this big idea or advertising message? They are executing this message by allocating their funds to help Filipinos survive and get by this pandemic. They continuously ask for donation and spreading information through online that can help many people. They are collaborating with private companies to gather more funds so they will have more money to spend in their campaigns and projects that will definitely help more people. They are doing the best they can to provide aids to millions of Filipinos without jeopardizing the lives of people.
What medium did they use? During the pandemic, Philippine Red Cross utilized all sorts of media to reach Filipinos all over the country. They make use social media more, such as Facebook and websites, to communicate and informing people regarding their campaigns, projects, events, and deliver news. They also use different TV and radio stations to disseminate information. They coordinated and collaborated with local government units, local personalities, and other companies, private and public, to have wider reach while abiding and following health and safety protocols. And for the analysis of Philippine Red Cross advertisements, the usual campaigns and projects of Philippine Red Cross were concerned with the different issues and problems that our country is dealing with. But with the pandemic, a big threat to our public health, they put almost all their campaigns and projects in combating and dealing with the virus. Before, they don't have problems in implementing their plans because they can just collaborate with LGUs and can personally with ease perform their deeds. Now that we are dealing with the virus, they opted to using social media and their website more to deliver and disseminate information and announce their projects that are related to the virus. In pre-pandemic, they were able to raise funds and awareness by gathering people in events, and like now, they must use social media platform to be able to do the same thing. It is a lot harder to have a successful campaign with this setting. However, Philippine Red Cross adapted to this situation and was able to have successful projects and campaigns. As we can see, they were able to build molecular lab, their very own saliva pilot testing, plasma donation drive, funds to help people, and they are continuing to achieve more. The key to the success of this organization was that they used social media and local personalities to inform and give awareness to people about their aims, campaigns, projects, and goals.
Good day, I am Mae Tubal and I'm here to discuss about the advertisement of a non-essential product during this pandemic. We're here to discuss about Netflix. Netflix is a streaming service company that offers a wide variety of movies, TV shows, series that caters all ages and genders and also serves on different countries. Whereas entertainment is a not so essential part of life now that we're experiencing global pandemic where a number of people are hungry, dying and losing their jobs, whereas entertainment are for those lucky and privileged, interested and invested one. Netflix has still managed to be relevant and stays true despite of the sudden changes in people's needs and resources. Even before the pandemic occurs, Netflix has a wide variety of subscribers and users, from their original series, K-drama, nostalgic movies, and even cartoon movies. These are all available on Netflix. Their original series Stranger Things made their name Netflix became a thing here in Philippines. Pamela Swing, Luigi Pacheco, Kyoki Hano, Jamil, and many other YouTubers and influencers appeared to talk about this original series and says it is a must watch. As they are influencers, their subscribers feel the urge to watch it no matter what it takes. This leads them to becoming one of millions of subscribers of Netflix.
Identify its advertising strategies and campaign. From spending millions of dollars advertising each trailer of movies available on their site, they shift their focus and invest in marketing something general: Netflix itself. Netflix has promoted itself a few times in the past, but those spots mostly came at points in the company's history when it was trying to educate consumers. Early on, that meant selling the concept of DVDs by mail or how to use service. By 2010, campaigns used humors to let people know Netflix technology now allowed them to watch stuff instantly through their TV sets. But with nearly 200 million subscribers globally and almost universal awareness of Netflix games in dozens of countries, there is no longer much of a need to tell audience what Netflix is or how it works. Instead, the company wants to remind people of why the service is valuable, even essential. Their track records as a product leader stems from their ability to delight customers in hard-to-replicate, margin-enhancing ways. Network's effect, economies of scale, and unique technology are commonly understood ways to create a hard-to-copy competitive advantage, but few understand the discipline required to define and build a brand. And now, they want to connect with their users through their movies that they offer. Rather than advertising the shows and their platform itself, Netflix sells the values, feelings, hope, memories, inner emotions that comes with their shows. It's not only about the shows and their cast or producers, but also about the story they are telling, how they live their lives, how people strive hard to reach their dreams, how do someone face their hardship in life, how do people find love. It's the feelings and emotions that they are promoting rather than the efficiency in watching and navigating through sites.
The strategy of Netflix before is to communicate and interact with their streamers and subscribers like their fans, believing a brand can only achieve success with an authentic voice, unlike other entertainment companies which stick to a rigidly formal approach when interacting with their followers. A brand is the unique story that consumers recall when they think of you. Netflix managed to capture subscribers' heart, and that is one of their competitive advantages before. But during this pandemic, last September 2020, Netflix releases the One Story Away ad. One Story Away implies that Netflix is always there for you to offer a story that connects with what you feel. One Story Away emphasizes the power of storytelling, whereas the scenes that you see and watch are very relatable and remind you of the things that you've already done and happened to your life, or things that you wish could happen to you. It also tells something about your progress in life as the linear red thing progressing throughout the video. It tells us that life has its own wonders, magic, struggles, but we're just experiencing it on a different level. And they bear with us through giving us stories that we could relate to, or something that could give us hope and wisdom. Netflix wants to associate themselves as a TV BFF whereas we could relate and go on to.
How did they execute this big idea or advertising message? Netflix's digital marketing strategy includes a wide variety of campaigns, social media posts, and opportunities for members to watch any content anytime, anywhere, or on any screen connected to the internet. In line with the One Story Away ad campaign last December 2020, they released a song number that says, "We've watched it all," as the year-ender advertisement. This song shows the diversity of movies and shows that they offer and caters all ages and satisfy different tastes, preferences, and interests. They also showcase their Netflix original and the movies that trends this pandemic, that keeps the users watching and attracts other people to subscribe. Whether you like it or not, the important thing is that you watch and time you spend watching saves you from the madness of this world for a while. This January, they also released another ad that shows Netflix 2021 film preview, but they did it in another creative way. They've used the actors of the movies or show to tell something they love to do in their shows. Netflix have done it to promote their shows itself and of course, to pull some string in the heart of the viewers by using the actors to transcend some feelings and excitement. In this ad, well-known actor The Rock also mentioned that they love to make movies and stories for us viewers, which implies their generosity to care about us and what we want to watch and devour, especially during these hard times.
Netflix used Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and other social media platforms to share some relatable quotes from their shows, their weekly watch list, new movies and series to be available for the next month, some trailers, memes, and other promos. They also use podcasts to tell some stories about the actors or behind the scenes of their movies to hook users' attentions and to boost some excitement and curiosity among potential Netflix subscribers and their existing users. Netflix social media team uses it wisely to grab attention and arouse curiosity. Their social media team does not even give money to sponsored posts. Instead, they create original and charming posts to share, which is getting viral and widespread among social media users. Netflix collaborates with a great number of companies and applications such as Bank, Snapchat, and Instagram with multi-channel campaigns.
Analyze Netflix and chill. With what's happening in the world right now, Netflix is one of the ways that people use to relieve their stress by watching their favorite movies and series. For streamers, Netflix provides satisfaction that can put their stressed mind at ease, which in millennial term they are chill. Netflix is also used as a way to keep the families and friends close together by watching their favorite series together while chilling and eating their favorite snacks and drinks. Netflix as TV BFF. Netflix is one of the new norm BFF, as more people are emotionally and physically unavailable due to problems with distance and connection. Netflix gives you comfort and entertainment for a while. It helps you enjoy for some time, especially when you're alone or no one to be with. It gives you some stories you can relate to, something that could inspire you, stories that you make you cry, shows that could educate you or give you some wisdoms in life. Netflix embodies the story from across the world that you can access anytime you want as long as you are subscribed. The new strategy that Netflix implemented is effective in a way that there are more new subscribers as the pandemic prolongs. More new original series should have themes that are different from the mainstream theme, which is the romance comedy or rom-com. Most of the streamers today really enjoy other forms of series, not only the mainstream ones. They tend to look for something new, something unusual, and something that may catch their attention. Though streamers still enjoy the mainstream themes, streamers tend to look for something new that can attract their interest with the new identity, which are stories full of twists and turns of events. During these times, most of the people are forced to stay at home, and Netflix serves as their escape from the problems of the world, and the show serves as the alternative adventure through the stories that they tell, as people can't go out and experience the wonder of the world by themselves. People are mostly bored, stressed, and burned out during this pandemic, and one of the most effective coping mechanisms is to entertain themselves. And Netflix do their jobs through and through. Aside from this, they also offer affordable promos to reach out even to those who have lower economic status.